All right, I'm going to show you a little bit about how to use WeVideo by making video with your Make Me a Flag assignment. The first thing you probably want to do for this project is you probably want to open up your flag to begin with. Okay. Then, once you've signed into WeVideo, you should get a screen that looks a little bit like this. The more you use WeVideo, the more things will show up down here. Okay. So let's go to the top left corner and click on the little down arrow next to the Create button. And I'm going to select Video because we're going to make a video. And then just briefly, let me describe this screen. Any media, so pictures, video, sounds, music, text, anything like that that you either create in WeVideo or you import from somewhere else is going to show up in this box right here. Okay, and then and you can even create little folders in here and go into those and keep things separate. So anyway, all that stuff is going to show up here on this canvas. And when I say canvas, I don't mean like the program that we use that has all of your classes on it, Canvas. This is like a painter's canvas. It's just instead of paint, we have, video things. Okay. Second thing I want to talk about is this is your timeline down here. Okay, and it is broken into 3 different parts: text, video, and audio. Text would be any like writing that you want to put in here, and I can show you how to do that all that later. In fact, I will. Video is any images, okay, so it could be still pictures, could be video that you want to put in your project would go in this middle line right here. And then any sounds, and they have to be sounds that don't have pictures along with them. Any sounds like sound effects or anything like that, music, would go on this line right here. And let's say that you want to have 2 sounds at the same time. You can come up here to add track and you can add more tracks. So there's my second audio now. And you can do that for video, you can do that for text. And when you work with WeVideo more, you might actually need to do that. For right now, you don't. So I'm going to delete this track. But I just wanted to kind of show you the guys those things, okay? Okay. Now, up here, this is your preview. So anything that you create on your timeline, you can go up here and view it in the preview box. And this is really helpful because you can watch what you're creating as you create it instead of having to, create something and then watch it all together at the end and realize that there's something that you want to tinker with or change. Okay. All right. So that is this screen right here. Now above the canvas, there are 3 buttons. Import, this would be anything that you want to bring in from your Google Drive or from your desktop or any place like that. We're not going to do that right now. We are going to record. So click record, and you have 3 options for this. Your webcam is going to turn your computer's webcam on, whether it's your Chromebook or laptop at home or something like that. We don't want that, at least not for this project. Screen is going to ask the computer just to record what is showing on your screen right now, okay? That's the option that we want to choose. Down here, you have a third option. This is screen and webcam, which is both of those. You get a little, like down here in the corner, you'll get like a little picture of yourself talking about what is on your computer screen. We don't want that. We're just going to go to screen, okay? So I'm going to select it, click next. And now it's going to ask me, okay, if you're wanting any sound in your recording, where do you want it to come from? Do you want it to come from the microphone that's built into your computer? Well, we don't want that. We want to use the microphones that we have in the classroom, so we're going to select that. Little tip here for this. If you go ahead and plug the microphone in before you even open WeVideo up, when you get to this point, it's going to automatically select the classroom microphone that I've given you, okay? So it's kind of helpful to do that ahead of time. If you don't, then you have to look down here and see if the microphone is there, and if it's not, you have to restart. It's just kind of a pain, so just, this is the one we want. Microphone array, the Realtek microphones. Okay. All right. After we have selected what audio source we want, we're going to click Next. And now it's going to ask you, what do you actually want WeVideo to record? Which screen do you want it to record? So for you guys, since we already opened up our project, we're going to click on the Make Me a Flag tab, or whatever you've renamed your flag. We're going to click on that tab, and if you can tell, this is just a small little preview of what it is actually going to record. Now, when I click Share, that's basically the same thing as hitting the record button. It's going to give me a 3-second countdown, and then I'm going to be ready to record. So click Share. 3, 2, 1. And now I'm ready to record. And you can kind of tell because there's going to be a little red dot right up here. I don't know if you can see it. A little red dot. Oh, and there's the little countdown thing that was on there. See, it'll go 3, 2, 1. All right, so now we are recording the flag, okay? Except I want you guys to put it in full screen view because I don't want to see all this stuff on the side. So we're going to go to Slideshow, click that, and now it's full screen. And now I'm ready to start talking about what I put on my flag and why I put it there. You should be able to just read right off of your script, okay? And then when you're done, you are going to click Stop Sharing, and that's going to stop the recording. And then in WeVideo, it's going to give you a little preview of what it is that you just recorded. So you can play it back and listen to it and watch it and make sure that it's what you want. And then, like, let's pretend that you don't like it. We can hit record again and just try it a second time. Or we can save it. If you hit cancel, it's going to completely start you over, okay? So probably don't want to do that. But let's say that everything went well and we like it. We're going to click save. And now a couple things. See how our video showed up in the canvas right there? It is loading right now. That's what the little blue and dark blue kind of looks like running water. It's loading when you do that, okay? All right, when it stops, you're ready to go. And as you can tell, it has already put it down in my timeline for me. I'm going to delete it just to show you what it looks like when it's not there. Okay, it's back to what I showed you earlier in the video. If it doesn't show up there automatically, no problem. You can click and drag. Sorry, it started actually playing on me. Anyway, you can click and drag it down into your timeline. And so let's say I don't want that first little part that was me talking about getting things set up, and I just want to go to the part where I went full screen and started talking about right there. There we go. Okay. So if this is where I want to actually start, I've got all this extra at the beginning that I don't want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to find these scissors, and I'm going to split this one clip into 2 parts, just like that. And since this is the part that I don't want, I'm going to select this part and I'm going to get rid of it. Backspace or delete. And then I'm going to slide this back over to the beginning of my timeline so there's not a bunch of like empty space at the very beginning of my video. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you how to make transitions in WeVideo. See these plus signs right here? One on the beginning and one on the end. I'm going to click on the end one. And what this is going to do is it's going to give me a crossfade. So at the end here, it's going to fade to black. Watch this. See that? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. That's how you fade out. The next thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to add a title to your flag. So go up here to text on the top left, click that, and you're going to get a bunch of different options for ways to make a title card. I'm just going to choose a very simple one. Oh, by the way, these are categories. When you click inside of them, you get even more options. So play around with it, find what you like, and then choose the one you like most. We'll use this one. Okay. That's what it's going to look like. I'm going to click and drag it down into my timeline. And when I do that, do you see how it covers up my flag a little bit? I don't want that yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back down to my timeline. I'm going to drag my recording over. Oh, you know what? I have to unmark the transition so that I can actually move it. There we go. Forgot about that. Okay. So I moved it over, and now I can re-add my transition. Okay. So now I go back up to my title card, double click, and you can do some really cool things in here. On the left, you have the things that you want to type. So if I wanted to title my flag project, let's say I want to call it Captain JP's, and down here I'm going to put flag. Cool, right? Let's say I want to do even more than just keeping my text white. I can change that. So I can go over here to what's called the palette, and I can make a bunch of different choices. So let's say that I want to go with, my favorite color is actually kind of in this range right here. So click that. There you go. Now it changes the top line there to this color. I like that. Let's keep that. And then maybe for the flag part, I choose, I don't know, gold or something. I don't know. Now, when you go into your, or you got to click done. There you go. When you go into your timeline and you press play and watch what it does. Oh, that's pretty cool. But I don't like the red, so I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to change the red to something like Piper Purple. Okay, there we go. Click done, and we'll try this again. And oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There we go. All right, so now you know how to create. Oh, I guess I should go over this part. When you're all done, when it is how you like it, so you play it to the end. Okay, you like it, it's ready to go. You're gonna go up here to the top right, click export, and then it's gonna ask you, what do you want to call it? Captain JP's flag tutorial. We're gonna export it as a video. We need it to be a video, okay? And then on resolution, we want the best of the best. So we're gonna click high definition, okay? And then when you click export, it's going to send it to your, it should send it to your Google Drive. If it doesn't, we'll cover that later, okay? So click export. And then it's gonna take a few minutes. And while it is creating the video, you're done. I know that's a lot, but rewind the video if if it's something you missed. This is something that we're going to continue to use in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. So you're going to want to know how to use WeVideo because that's what we're going to be using, okay?